Welcome back, everyone. Let's check in on some headlines for you this hour. Former Defense Secretary Leon Panetta and a group of business leaders holding a campaign to fix the debt press conference today. That's timely. They're pushing a long-term national debt agreement. This gas station clerk scared off a robber when he pulled out his handgun, but hours later, he was fired for breaking the company's policy for carrying a firearm. And a passenger took this video on his cell phone shortly after takeoff from Dallas, saying he saw the engine on his Spirit Airlines plane blow up. Pilots returned to the airport as a safety precaution, even though officials said the plane could operate on the one engine. I would not have felt comfortable. Well, amid all the partisan warfare in Washington right now, it's easy to forget that President Obama often invokes another president, one who many believe was nothing like him.
Ronald Reagan worked with Democrats to save Social Security and pay down the deficit by, yes, asking the wealthiest Americans to pay a little bit more in taxes. Eventually, Ronald Reagan came around to Medicare and thought it was pretty good and actually helped make it better. So that's what's going to happen with the Affordable Care Act. And once it's working really well, I guarantee you they will not call it Obamacare.
So what would Ronald Reagan do right now? There were 8 government shutdowns during his presidency, and he reached across the aisle to a democratically controlled House every time. Joining us now, Craig Shirley, author of 2 best-selling books on President Reagan. So, Craig, my first question, any similarities in your mind between President Reagan and President Obama?
Gretchen, other than the fact that they both occupied the Oval Office and are both from Illinois, there's really no similarity between these two men. They have a vastly different view of power and the power of the presidency. You know, Reagan, yes, he did reach across the aisle. In fact, in 1980, when he was running for president, when he gave his convention speech in Detroit, he talked about a community of shared values, and he made open appeals to Democrats and independents to join that community of shared values. But what he didn't do was ever divide or insult or denigrate the American people, and unfortunately that's what you're getting too often from President Obama today. Reagan was at his heart a recruiter. He believed that his message was so compelling and so appealing to so many people that if they just gave him the time or he had a podium or a microphone, he could convince them to his way of thinking. But when he talked from the Oval Office, it wasn't to attack the American people or said that they were getting hostage notes or ransom notes or anything else like that.
With all fairness, Mr. Shirley, I don't know if President Obama is attacking the American people when he's talking about hostage takers. He's attacking Republicans, no doubt. But I get your point. What you're saying is that the choice of words would have been different, the choice of negotiating strategy would have been different?
But all these Republicans, like the Democrats, were voted into office by hundreds of thousands and even millions of American people. Those people made an investment in those various congressmen, those Tea Party congressmen, those conservatives. They're Reaganites. Reagan, when he ran in 1976, campaigned against Washington. As a matter of fact, Reagan would have been very comfortable with the modern American Tea Party and less so with other elements of the Republican Party that exist in Washington and America today.
Really?
Yes.
So you believe that he would have sided with Senator Ted Cruz in this whole mission the last couple of weeks?
I can't say that. What I can say is that for his entire life, his entire career, Gretchen, he always challenged the establishment. When he was at Eureka College, he challenged the establishment. When he was head of the Screen Actors Guild, he challenged the moguls. He certainly challenged the establishment in '76 when he took on Gerald Ford in the primaries. The establishment in 1980 wanted George Bush or John Connally, not Ronald Reagan. And then after he became president, he constantly challenged the conventional thinking of the establishment. He was, in many ways, the essence of the anti-establishment president.
Very interesting insight. A lot of people were wondering about what Reagan would have been doing right now. We just heard from Craig Shirley. Thanks so much.
You bet. Thank you.